Alright, so basically I've finished the retort, I guess. Yeah, so basically these are just feet right here. But this, which you can see, is actually capped off on the ends. I welded them shut, but and then you got a couple holes here, and I'll show you where that goes down into a piece of square tubing that's in here. And like I said, these are just the feet. So, and then I had this stuff here is just that fire block caulking. It was an old tube that I had. I'm surprised it still even came out once I cleared so I don't know if that's really gonna stick. I'm not really too worried about it. I just kind of stuck it there to try to help do some sealing. But let me flip it over here. But basically on the inside though, this metal was too thin to weld. I mean, just blew it out. Just blew holes in it. Even if I turn the welder down, sorry about my finger. But so down there I have that JB Weld Extreme Heat. I don't know if it'll hold up or not. I went ahead and made these to basically keep this from moving. It doesn't really try to move this way because of the way that one bar is down on the bottom, but basically the gas will go in here, goes down, and where it tees at the top or at the bottom down there, it's got those holes, and the idea is eventually it'll start expelling the gas down there, and it'll start burning it, and then be able to burn itself. I also made these adjustable, so I don't know if that was necessary, but I went ahead and did it that way. So and then this is just your typical barrel here. Made a little door right here. I got the 1/2-inch holes going around the bottom. Not real sure. I'm just gonna do a test run with this here. I'm about to cut it up real quick, and I got the Husky Rancher 460 there. Make quick work of that. But anyways, that's maple. So not real sure. I don't think it's a black maple. I'm not real sure what kind of maple it is. They have a couple different kinds that grow around here, I've noticed, because their leaves they're all maple leaves, but they're a little different. So but either way, I'm gonna chop this up real quick, get it in there just for a little test run. And basically, here's the lid. I had to cut that ring off of it, or I had to cut this lip off the edge of it because it would not fit. This is a 31-gallon trash can, so needless to say, once it's in there, there's not a whole lot of space. But with that lip on this top, it just would not fit in there at all. So, but yep, so I'm gonna get started, get it going. I'll let you know what happens. All right, so I still have some left over, but it's getting kind of late. I got to work tomorrow too, so I don't know even if this is successful. I suspect it may take a while to burn all, even just this. So I think this will be good for a test run, just to see what happens. Got my little latch down here. I'm gonna go ahead and load that up, get it lit up, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so the first burn really didn't produce anything. When I opened the can inside, there was moisture in the top of it, so I mean, these trees were cut down a couple months ago, but apparently, they're still not completely dry. So I thought I went ahead, I've got some pallet wood in here on the sides and stuff, and I thought maybe I would try to do this like one of those T-luds. Yeah, top load updraft. Yeah, T-lud. See if maybe it would burn that way. If I could. I mean, at this point, I don't even know if I'm trying to make charcoal yet or just dry the wood out. So we'll see what happens though. And I feel that it may have needed some more holes in the bottom. And so I went ahead and drilled a hole, you know, in the middle of each hole that I had all the way around. So that'll allow some more air in there. Went ahead and put a couple holes in the door also. I mean, it's not completely sealed around it either, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can light this thing up, see if it'll catch on fire and maybe start burning. So I'll keep you posted and let you know what happens. So a little update. As I filled this thing, you know, I basically just tried to make the wood flush with the top here, but I forgot that the lid is recessed. So until that wood kind of burns away, I mean, it is working, I guess, but until the wood on the top kind of burns away, I won't really have a way to be able to shut it. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so that second burn didn't do so well. I mean, it did get pretty hot, but there just wasn't enough space on top for a real good fire to start burning to where it would catch all the stuff on the side at the same time. So I had like one side was burning, was real hot, and then it kind of went around and that side fizzled out, and so it just ultimately, the size of this trash can in the 55-gallon drum is it's just a little too big. I just don't have enough burn space down at the bottom area down there to be able to get enough wood in there to get a good fire going. So what I did is I went and bought another barrel. Basically cut the top off. It's interesting because I'm going to show you here. My thought process was go ahead and basically cut it a little under one of these grooves here, or whatever that's called, and then basically slice it up so that I would be able to just, you know, have some flex and be able to pin it over and then just weld the line back shut. Well, turns out that, and I'm lucky I did it this way, so I'm going to tell you right now, I sliced it all the way up, but I left the ring. I didn't go through the ring, and I'm glad I didn't, because when I did get this on here, which it gave me, going all the way up to the ring gave me plenty of play to be able to get it on, but apparently, I don't know, the ring, I mean, these are, you know, these rings are the same size, and that's the one on this barrel. But I mean, when you look at it, you know, when you look at it, it kind of looks like it might stick out about as far as these grooves, but it doesn't. Apparently it sticks out just a little bit further. Because when I put this on here and I ran a ratchet strap around it and everything and jacked it, and it would not, it down here near the bottom, it probably, let me show you, it probably pulled, you know, about that close together. So needless to say, I know this welding on this patch looks horrible. I mean, got my old trusty Harbor Freight $99 welder over there. There's Elazar. It honestly, that welder is not too bad. I mean, you can actually make some decent looking welds with it if you take the time to go ahead and completely clean all the metal down, get all the paint off of it and stuff like that, which all I had to do that with currently, because I don't feel like going looking through all my stuff, is that little wire brush there. So needless to say, it wasn't you know, a great, you know, clean surface or whatever, but either way, I got it on there. got that taken care of. And so what I did is went ahead and welded a couple bars in there. Now those things are, I think they're about 11 inches off the bottom there. So what are you barking at? Anyway, hush. Hey, he goes crazy when people are walking down the street. So anyways, now I have a very large area down here that I can make a fire. Hush up. Got a very large area down there, and since these are fixed, I can go ahead and build my initial fire stuff first and then set the can in, so I don't have to try to, you know, all I'll have to do from this slot is just, you know, is add wood from here. I won't have to, I can do my initial fire before I even put this in. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and pack it up. We're gonna try it again. I'll let you know what happens. What are you doing? Just a quick update. So I just threw some more wood on. That's why it's coming out with some smoke. But definitely much nicer. I went ahead, cut out another section right there to make the door larger as well, but definitely a lot nicer. Having a large enough area in there to build a nice sized fire to get started with, and also you know, I can throw logs in there, and it's working pretty well. It's definitely hot. See, it didn't even stick. So yep, burning good. It's not at the point yet. I don't see anything. Sorry, I know I'm trying to look up in there. I don't see anything coming out of the holes there yet, but I'll let you know, keep you updated. Going. I don't know what I stuck in there. I don't know if that was some pine. I thought they said pine is real smoky. I mean, it is definitely I mean, I threw a lot of wood in there once just now, or when I just now, I mean probably 15 minutes ago, and it's really caught on. But I don't know. I can hear. I mean, look at that. There's flames shooting out of the door there. I think we might be at the point. It's too hot. I mean, I would get down there and try to open the door and stick my face there to look up in there. But it's, I mean, that joker is hot right now. It's definitely going, that's for sure. Not real sure what to make of all the smoke. I guess that means it's not like burning completely clean yet. Obviously I got a little spot over there where I put that's the only spot it's leaking right there, is kind of over where I had to make that patch. But I mean, other than that, all the way around the rest of it looks good. So yeah, look at that. There's flames shooting out the side. So I think we may have the gases coming out now. It's definitely rolling though. So I did come down here. It's definitely rolling. I don't know. Let me try to get down far enough. You can see that baby has got flames. They are just straight coming out of them holes on the bottom now. I mean, it is cooking. That bad boy is going. Now we've kind of gotten past the smoke. I don't know if you can see it too well in the video, especially since it's daytime outside, but you see a little flicker of flame shoot out of there periodically. And I mean, it's in retort now, like or working as a retort. I mean, it's cooking itself. I mean, I've still got some wood down there in the bottom burning, but it's basically, it's cooking itself off its own gases. Look at that flame coming out of there. I mean, that joker is cooking. Finally got that wet wood dry, I guess, huh? So this is the next morning. Went ahead and pulled the lid off, and yeah, definitely Definitely looks like we're successful here. Let's see. Even these big lumps. Oh man, look at that. Those were nice chunks of maple too. Boy, that joker was burning. Yeah, so there you go. You got some nice homemade lump charcoal for sure. I did end up cutting some notches in here because I pushed the middle of that lid down, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be, you know, completely covering this to where this couldn't get in, so I did cut these notches just in case. But other than that, yeah, that is beautiful, beautiful charcoal. Huh, awesome.